So, welcome friends. Today I am going to discuss on how people are devising new ways of avoiding to implement subcategorization. It's indeed a sad thing, and this is a letter from a former Lokaseva Ayog member, Mr. Dasaya, to Honorable Chief Minister on why subclassification of scheduled caste should not be done in Karnataka. So I am going to counter this, but before that I am going to tell you what are all the key arguments he is telling in this letter. So the first thing is that, see, I got this letter through WhatsApp, so it is not a confidential letter, so I can discuss this here. So the main argument which is being placed is on the empirical data. So, for example, if you see, he discusses the highlights of the judgment, like for example, the basis of subclassification has to be justified by quantifiable data, and I completely agree with that it has to be based on quantifiable data, and it has to be based on solid quantifiable data, not just an ordinary quantifiable data, where we can show that effective representation of certain caste is not there. That is, effective representation of the left scheduled caste is not there in Karnataka. So he goes on to give some of the history of Olaya and Madhika caste, how they have been formed, and then also the touchable scheduled caste. So the major contention here appears to be Olaya and Madhika caste population. So here I have a issue with the analysis which is being carried out to find the population of the Olaya and Madhika communities in the earlier census. So if you see here, he took the census of 1881, 1891, 1901, 1911, 1921. As you all know, prior to 1941, what was there in India? It was the princely state of Mysore state was there, then Travancore state was there, then Hyderabad Nizam was there. The remaining portion were all called as Madras Presidency. So if you remember, it's called Madras Presidency, and the Mysore state which he is mentioning, the total population is only for the Mysore princely state, that is the Mysore. So if you go back into what is this Mysore state, it includes only 4-5 districts, that is Chitradurga, Shivamogga, it includes the Mysore region, then some portions of Bangalore. Bangalore is also not included in that. So this is not the correct data, and then to tell that the estimates of Olayas are way higher than the Madhika population is absolutely not correct, because see, the population of Olayas and Madhikas has been captured in the census right from 1951 onwards. In the national census it is covered, and today I am going to show you that. So if you see this, I am going to show you this data now. So you can see this. So this is the data which you can see who are all the topmost. So you can see this data is available based on subcaste. See, Adi Andhra, Adi Dravida, Adi Karnataka, then Olaya. So to say that the data is not there and the data is not correct is not absolutely correct, because the data is collected at the subcaste level in the scheduled caste. The scheduled caste data has the subcaste data also, and this is what I am showing you now. And then we can do various analysis with this and then actually come up with a clear-cut estimate, and that is what the Sadashiv Ayog Commission has done. And Sadashiv Ayog Commission has gone into a next level where they have also done door-to-door survey. So without the government releasing the Sadashiv Ayog Commission to the public, we cannot tell what is correct. But right now I am telling that the census data clearly shows that there is a possibility of getting what is the left population and then the right population. And I have to tell you that the social welfare department has already done this exercise, and a detailed estimates of this population has been given on their website, which all population come under the left category, which all population come under right category. But now to come and tell that this is not correct and then this is based on wrong empirical data is absolutely wrong, because the empirical data exists. So you can see here, so you can see all religions. So if you see in Karnataka, which is the major subcaste in Karnataka, it is Adi Karnataka. Adi Karnataka is a very big subcaste in Karnataka, which is an amalgamation of various castes, but we really do not know which all castes are there, because whether left is right, what percentage of left have converted into Adi Karnataka, what percentage of right have converted to Adi Karnataka, nobody knows this. But Adi Karnataka is a distinct group, that is 29.2 lakh people. Roughly we can tell that 30% of all scheduled caste is Adi Karnataka. So I come from this subcaste Adi Karnataka, because whenever I see my scheduled caste certificate, I see that I am an Adi Karnataka. I don't see myself as any other thing, because the other things are not mentioned, whether I am an Olaya, whether a Madhika, that is not mentioned. The next biggest subcaste is Banjaras, Lambanis, 12.67. Then you can see Bovis who are 11.19 lakhs, Madhigas, which is 9.53 lakhs, Adi Dravida 7.95 lakhs, Holaya 7.92 lakhs. So you can see that, apart from the Holaya and then the Madhika major communities, these are split, the subcaste have been split. So and from this they have formed the left and right scheduled caste. So in an aggregation we can tell that yes, okay, some scheduled caste have not been well represented, but to tell that we don't have data is not correct. So I'm just going to go back to that letter and then tell you. So the major contention here appears to be the total population. See, for example, the Mysore state 1901 tells that Walayas were 11.43 and 5.48%, okay, of the total population of the state. So again, I am telling you, this Mysore state is only Mysore princely state, that is Mysore, that which includes Mysore, Mandya, all those regions. Yes, there is a domination of the right scheduled caste in that region, but the current Karnataka region is not that region. The current Karnataka region has been formed by taking a big portion from the Madras presidency. It has been formed by taking a big portion from the Hyderabad Karnataka, a big portion from the Bombay Karnataka. So when you merge all these things, you get a completely different picture where you see a larger population of left, and the left also is available. So we cannot tell that whatever this letter is telling is correct, because already the data exists. For the census has collected all the subcaste level data in this. So you can also see this census of Mysore state 1911. So he goes on to quotes everything to tell that the Olaya population was the third largest in the state, next only to Okkaliga. See, these are all in the old Mysore state, that is the princely states. Mysore Wadayar region we are talking about, it is not the entire Karnataka region. Karnataka region is formed by taking some portion from Bombay presidency, some portion from Hyderabad Nizam, some portion from Madras Nizam, Madras presidency. So it's a large, and then now we have the estimates of all this populations very, very clearly. So then next he goes on to tells all these things, and then he has a major issue with the Adi Karnataka, this thing. See, Adi Karnataka actually is an amalgamation of both Holayas and Madhigas, probably. See, the same thing we have noticed even in Tamil Nadu, which is Adi Dravida. Even in Andhra, we have noticed Adi Andhra, which are predominantly. But what has happened in this state is that, see, in Andhra Pradesh, Adi Andhra have been categorized separately. They have not mixed with Madhigas and Malas. They have been put under a separate category. So even in Karnataka, you can put Adi Karnataka under a separate category, and I feel that that is the better thing which we should do, because the data shows that Adi Karnataka is the largest religious, largest scheduled caste group, and then they have to be given the largest number of seats and other things. Like for example, their representation in the political arena is very less. The Adi Karnataka's representation. Now, if you see here again, so he goes on to mention that in 1921 they were called as Hulaya Madiga, and then it became Adi Karnataka, and then different names were used. Yes, in 1931, which is the basis for all the census after that, the scheduled caste census, yes, the Adi Karnataka is covered as a separate group, and then similarly in Tamil Nadu, Adi Dravida is there, in Andhra Pradesh, Adi Andhra is there, but that does not mean that you cannot subcategorize. So we already have data on all these things. So in Adi Andhra, you don't have to split it again into left and right. There is no need, because that means that then again you can go into left, and then again you can split it into various categories. So that is a never ending. It can go into infinity. So you can keep fragmenting into multiple subcastes, and that is not allowed. If you see, the Supreme Court judgment clearly tells that you should not do subcategorization. You should not fragment the reservation to such a level that reservation itself cannot be implemented. Okay, so it clearly tells that aspect, and then in that aspect, what I have to tell that the better thing for Karnataka, what we should think of is that putting Adi Karnataka as a separate group, okay, as like ABCD classification, you can put it as a group, then you put other left categories, other right categories, okay, so then the untouchable caste at the D group. So based on that, we can actually come to a new conclusion. But to tell that subcategorization cannot be done is absolutely wrong. Now see, I really do not know about the Sadashiv Commission report. Sadashiv Commission report supposedly has solved this problem, so they have to release that report first to the public. If they release that report, automatically all problems are solved. Or otherwise you release the caste census data of 2018, which will help us decipher and then find out who are lagging behind. So see, to tell that the data is not there and I have to do a fresh caste census, I think that is without any basis. Because see, my worry is that if they go into this loop, you know what has happened. See, the caste census was conducted in 2018, today is 2024, we don't even have the data released. So using this, they can delay this for ages, like for example 10 years, 15 years. So see, do you remember the OBC reservation? The OBC reservations were actually proposed in the Constituent Assembly, passed in the Constitution of India in 1950s. But when was it implemented? 1990s. So using this, they can delay this process by 40 years. My worry is that if you delay it by 40 years, how many seats will this left scheduled caste lose? How many vacancies will they lose? How many political positions will they lose? See, when the Supreme Court has given this order, I think we should respect it and then form a committee, and then even if you do a caste census, have a time-bound caste census, do it within 3 months like what Bihar has done, and then release it to the public. And then let us implement it within a time-bound manner, like probably 6 months or 8 months, and do justice. Because see, at the end, subcategorization is a 30-long-year social justice movement which has been delayed in one form or the other. Okay, so there is delay from political side, legislative. So if you are a Christian, you are not a scheduled caste. If you are a Muslim,